I was so happy yesterday when I heard about the accident that happened to Anthony Joshua. I was so happy. Not because I hate Anthony Joshua, no. But I'll tell you four good reasons why I was happy that this thing happened to Anthony Joshua. But one reason why I'm happy that this happened to Anthony Joshua is because he has a global influence. And with his influence, he has drawn the attention of everybody to the poor emergency response in this country. Because if this accident had happened to a random person, it would have been underreported, because this is something that has been happening daily on our roads and it's been underreported. Nobody talks about it, but everybody's talking now because it's Anthony Joshua, and that's why I'm happy. You can imagine someone as big as Anthony Joshua got involved in a fatal accident and not even one ambulance, meaning in that whole local government where the accident happened, no single ambulance. I'm not even talking about a good hospital, I'm talking about ambulance that will convey them and the injured ones to a better hospital. Not even one ambulance. This reminds me when I had an accident, a ghastly accident in 2021. Not even a road safety or police showed up in the scene of that accident. For a couple of hours, we had to call a towing vehicle because I was on my way to Abuja, from Benue to Abuja. We had accident. I had to call a towing vehicle from Benue, from Makurdi, because I have not gone far from Makurdi. A towing vehicle had to arrive to come and tow my vehicle, and yet not even one ambulance came in sight. The poor emergency response in this country is alarming, and it's happening every day, and nobody's talking about it. It's underreported, but this one is trending because it's Anthony Joshua, and that's why I'm happy. The second reason why I'm happy that this thing happened to Anthony Joshua is because with his influence, everybody has seen that the citizens of this country have zero knowledge on what to do in cases of emergency. You can imagine someone had a very fatal accident and people are carrying him like that, asking him. I saw Anthony Joshua, they had to make him stand to walk to go and enter the next vehicle, the escort vehicle that was following him. Someone who just survived a fatal accident. We have zero knowledge on what to do in cases of emergency, and that is the reason why government is supposed to scrap, you see, CRS or CRK, Christian religious knowledge in secondary school, and ISR, Islamic religious knowledge, out of our curriculum, and put in more effort on teaching the younger ones on what to do in cases of emergency. We don't know anything in this country. Look at how everybody brought out their phone. They were videoing, you'll be fine, God will protect you, nothing will happen to you. That's the only thing we can offer in cases of emergency. Bro, when I had an accident, it was so bad that people were just passing. I had to, in fact, when I got back to town in Makurdi, I had to go to the hospital that night after they towed my vehicle back home. The nurse there told me they've closed, the lab has closed, that I should come back tomorrow. Not even minding that whether I had an internal injury or anything, nothing. They said I should come back tomorrow. What if I had died in my sleep? I had to come back tomorrow, the next day, to come and run tests. That's to tell you how bad it is that the citizens, and even the people in the medical field, have zero knowledge on what to do in cases of emergency. Third reason why I'm happy that this thing happened to Anthony Joshua is because it has drawn more light for people who drive convoys to know that you don't have two lives. You are not immune to accidents. That you are carrying a VIP doesn't mean that you photocopied your life, you have a spare life somewhere. Because the way convoy is moving in this country, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. And the reason why this accident was so fatal was because of the speed in which Anthony Joshua's convoy was on. Because the impact was so bad. Because if they were on a normal speed, even if they had overtaken wrongly, just like the road safety or the police report said, the effect would have been at least small compared to the impact they had, that two people had to die instantly. The way convoys move in this country, I know convoys has caused accident for people without even the convoys knowing. I'm not even talking about the convoys getting into accident themselves. I mean people they've actually caused accident for because of the way they move. Once they carry a VIP, they believe that their life have a spare somewhere. Now VIP you carry, yes, I know, yes, you want to achieve wherever you're going in a shortest time, but bro, your life no get duplicates. You guys should take it easy when driving on convoys. The fourth and the last reason why I'm happy this happened to Anthony Joshua is because he has shown more light on how long vehicles break down and they park by the roadside without anybody checkmating them. It's time for federal government to put attention, start finding these people, start towing their vehicles. Because you see a long truck just parked in the middle of the road without no sign, no danger sign for incoming vehicle or upcoming vehicles to see that this vehicle is not moving, that is stationed one place. Because if there were signs, the driver would have known how to overtake or slow down to know that, oh, there's a vehicle up there that is bad. But no, you see a long truck, you think that it's moving until you get close That's when you even understand that this vehicle is being stationed in one place, and some sleep for like 2, 3, 4 nights without anybody asking, why is this vehicle here? Why is this truck here? No sign. Some people, even if some people that are even merciful or human, that have human sympathy a bit, they will go and drop leaf on the road. In fact, in this country, now leave now they use no. Say, oh, you get motorway spoil for front. No sign, nothing. Instead of to cordon that place or for people to know that, okay, there is a vehicle that is banned. Nothing. Nothing. And I believe with this Anthony Joshua accident now and his influence, it will draw the attention of the federal government to do something about these long vehicles or vehicles that break down in the middle of the road and then nothing is done about it. Those vehicles sleep there for days. I'm so heartbroken with this thing that happened. But then again, I'm happy that this has drawn the attention of the federal government, because even the president has released a press statement concerning this. And I pray that the soul of the 2 people that died in that accident should rest in peace. And I pray for a speedy recovery to Anthony Joshua. And I pray.
I just got off Anthony Joshua's trainer's page on his Instagram. His page is healthy_mindset. And he has a video from 2 weeks ago where a barbell falls on his neck as he's trying to lift with a spotter, and it falls on his neck. And somehow the video from the accident came across my timeline, and they are taking videos and pictures of Anthony Joshua sitting in the back seat of this car after it got wrecked. And then the video pans to the trainer, and he does not have a head anymore. And I went back to the video, and people are in the video saying rest in peace to him 2 weeks ago. The foreshadowing, oh my gosh, I feel so bad for his family. Oh my gosh, Anthony Joshua. And for all those people out there just taking pictures, all the Nigerian men just out there taking pictures as he's in the back seat. This is probably the worst day of this man's life, and he just was on the highest of highs.
So you want to tell me that a big boxing champion like Anthony Joshua was in a motor vehicle accident in Nigeria? 2 of his friends died, and he was injured because he was in the back of the car, and that's what saved his life. But in the big 232 million people in Nigeria, in that big country, you want to tell me that you couldn't find an ambulance to bring the man to hospital? What the in big Nigeria with over 232 million people, you could not find an ambulance to bring the world boxing champion Anthony Joshua to hospital? What the fluke? Listen to me, people, man. You must do better. Nigerians, you got to do better. You have to do better. I'm not going to lie. You have to do better. My condolence to the family of the men. I don't know them. But, you know, Anthony Joshua has become like family to everyone. And I hope he gets well soon. And rest in peace to the other 2 men. And the driver, how can you do that? You hit a parked vehicle and unalived 2 people? No, you're not getting back your license. I'm sorry.